Hello, hello. This is Johnny Cycles bringing you another edition of Pioneer Curious. Here's my deck tech for my Lukka Surprise deck I'm trying out in Pioneer for this month's article. If you're not familiar with my Lukka Coppercoat Outcast deck from Modern, what we're looking to do is ramp into a turn 5 Planeswalker named Lukka. Uses -2 to then target the creatures we use to ramp into them to turn those mana dorks into things like Atraxa or Progenitus. Or Emrakul the Promised End. In Modern, I use Emrakul the Aeon's Torn. It's way better. Um, But we don't have that in Pioneer, so I'm trying out some of these big fatties, see which one works the best. Um, and then our goal is to give it haste. So we have Bitter Union that we can sacrifice for 1 mana to give that creature haste and attack the turn it comes into play if we have the extra mana. The rest of the deck is basically two parts, short of, let's see, Ramp and Lukka and Finishers, right? The other 2 parts are ways to dig for our pieces. Oath and Nissa helps us find Lukka, lands, or creatures. Bitter Union, pitch a card, dig 2 cards in. Fable, same thing, pitch cards to dig deeper. And then removal or interaction. Fatal Push, Torch the Tower, Thoughtseize to deal with the board, to interact with our opponent while we assemble our combo. Footfall Crater, kind of the one of. We can cycle it to draw a card. We can tap it to give a creature trample and haste. It does not, it cannot target Progenitus, FYI, in case you were wondering. So that's our plan. That's the goal. Our sideboard, we are playing Herald of Eternal Dawn. So I've noticed in some of my practice matches that there's times when you assemble your combo a little late and you're dead on board, and you need to stabilize in some way or another by either gaining a lot of life, or in this case, making it so you can't lose the game. So in the right spot, this thing comes down, our opponent doesn't have an answer, they can't kill us even if we're dead on board. Worldspine Worm, another way to get through in certain situations where our opponent's flooded the board with creatures. This has trample, hits really hard, and then replaces itself if it dies. Cityscape Leveler, we don't get the ETB when we cheat it into play, but we do get it on the attack. And it's 8 mana, so there'll be games when we can actually hardcast it. Otherwise, we have a little bit more hand disruption, some removal, some things to target Phoenix. A little bit more removal for Phoenix, 1 Brotherhood's End, and Pulse of Marasa, which I'm just having in the sideboard for 2 reasons. 1, to fight against burn decks, and 2, in case we're in a situation where we've had to pitch an Atraxa or something, we can get it back that way. Work in progress as always. Well, so that's my Lukka Surprise in Pioneer deck tech. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to run it through a league, see how it plays, and I'll get back with you on the other side. So for CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Edition of Pioneer Curious. Thanks for watching. This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. If you haven't already, please check out my website where you can read about my various commander brews, watch gameplay of my modern jank, and read my science fiction fantasy novel, The Podkind, that I'm publishing serially. And if you enjoy my content, please check me out on YouTube, Johnny Cycles. Click that subscribe button. Everybody counts. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.